Hi guys, it's Tal at WinAmid I finally got my fat pack through. Haven't opened it yet. I wanted to do this so much earlier than now. Right, so anyway, I'm going to get started on these today. I have actually had them for a while because I do get my games early before release. So I've had Metro for a long time. Someone did request it and I did say to them that I would start it, but because I had so many other games to do, I wanted to get through them first. But basically what I did is I have got myself an additional external hard drive. I've got an extra one. Because I usually do get rid of the majority of the files, but I do keep the media files that I upload to YouTube, and I keep the project files on Sony Vegas so that I do have them if I need them. So I got this bad boy, I got an extra one. So yeah, I'll be able to record and be able to store them so they're not taking up so much memory on my system, because that was basically the problem that I was having, was trying to ensure that I had room to record all the footage. So yeah, so I'm going to get started on these guys today. I'll probably do about an hour of each. So just to let you know, this isn't really about the games, this video, but I just wanted to let you guys know that today I am starting on that. So let's get this fat pack opened. It's really taped up, which is pretty good. It's good that they did that, but it's going to be a bit of a nightmare to get into, I think. So yeah, I was hoping I would get this a wee bit sooner. I didn't get it on the day that I was hoping to get it, but you know, it's here. I can't complain. So yeah, here we go. Dragon's Maze, fat pack. I would prefer to get a booster box, like I said before, but I just don't have the funds to do that, because you know, obviously I have to get the copy of the game. That although I get my games early, I do still have to pay for them. So you know, I obviously have to get the copy that I need to do to put on YouTube, and then obviously my giveaways as well. So this was really what I could afford right now. But you do get 9 boosters in it. So let me get into this. I love the way when you watch American unboxings, they always whip out a knife. You guys always whip out a good knife. All the time. Some snazzy knife gets pulled out, and then in Britain we pull out a pair of scissors every time. Okay, that wasn't too hard. However, you know, again, it wasn't in a box, it was in a paper envelope. Although they did tape it round the edges to prevent crushing or anything like that, it still is slightly crushed up here, but you know, it's still in pretty good condition. It's not in a terrible condition. Okay, so 10 guilds, 1 destination. A massive puzzle spans the city world of Ravnica, and all 10 guilds race to be the first to crack the mystery. Rumours abound that whoever navigates the maze of clues could command world-shaking power. Will your guild take the prize? Now, as I say, I did get one of the intro packs. It was the Orzhov guild pack that I got in, which I did my last video about, so that's what's showing you here, these intro packs. And then the booster packs and the contents of this. Player's Guide with complete visual encyclopedia, Dragon's Maze card box, 9 Dragon's Maze booster packs, 80 card basic land pack, special edition spin down life counter, and 2 deck boxes. I know for people that have played Dragon's Maze, played Magic the Gathering for a long time, they can get pretty pissed off about the fact that they get so many lands in these things. But for those of us who are pretty new and we don't have that many lands to work with, it is actually a pretty good thing that we get them. So it allows us to create some decks from scratch, because we just don't have those basic lands lying around. So, and I'm trying to do this without damaging it, but you are able to open this up into a poster type dealy bob. Right, I get this on. Oh, getting there. It's really stuck. Oh, that's pretty nice. I don't put posters up. I'm a wee bit old for that these days. someone did advise me one time that maybe I would want to decorate this room, which is where I do my recording, in a more of a gaming style. But short of maybe, I did see some nice pictures that were framed, some Bioshock ones and stuff. I might get them because they're pretty sweet, but I'm not really one for putting up posters, so you know, if someone wants this, they can certainly have it. Get in touch, I'll post it to you, otherwise it'll just end up getting in the bin, so I'll put that down here. Okay, so the Dragon's Maze player guide, and I believe you get, it's got the split fuse cards here at the front, alive and well. And it's got some information in here. I don't know if you guys would want me to read this stuff, for those of you that maybe don't have one of these. I might do that at the end, so that if you don't want to hear it, you can just stop the video. Yeah, well actually I'll read through, I mean it does give you an encyclopedia of all the cards and stuff, so you can really sit and look through them all and all that kind of stuff, and your card checklist at the back. But it's got some stuff at the front, you know, the maze runners and all this, a race for the maze. I'll read through that actually. I'll read through that at the end of the video, so that if you don't want to watch it you can turn it off. Okay, so open the box, and it's a wee orange and green life counter. I actually kind of want a black one. I don't have a black one yet. I do have a cream one, and I have a plain black one that I bought myself that wasn't actually part of MTG or anything. It was just something that I got myself. So there's the card boxes. They're pretty cool, but I believe I have actually ordered some extra sleeves for my cards for these ones, and I believe that you can't fit the cards in these boxes when they're in their sleeves. So I don't even know if I will get a chance to use them. I don't know. I might. Don't know. I'll wait and see. Okay, so we have get into these. We have the basic lands. I'll actually cut right through that there. Yeah, I cut right into that there. Didn't mean to do that. Right, there you go. It saves me having to try and peel it open. And then we've got these ones as well. What do I do with the scissors? I'll just cut in here, that'll be easier. There. So, a wee orange and green. I don't know if I like that one actually. It's nice to have another one, a proper one. You know, let's get this on the front. Can you get it to focus? But yeah, I don't really know if I like that colour per se, but it's nice to have another one. Okay, and the 9 booster packs. Now this is really why. Oh yeah, and it's got the wee player's guide as well, which we don't need. But yeah, this is why I bought the fat pack, because, you know, because I don't have enough to buy the booster box, which has a ridiculous amount of booster packs in it. This, you know, gives me the ability to have 9 extra packs that I can really work with. Obviously, being a noob and all, I'm still learning what cards are the best ones and all that kind of stuff. It has only been just over a month since I've been into MTG, so I'm still learning. But yeah, so my basic lands. Certainly, you know, let me know if there's a good card in my packs that I've been unaware just how good that card is. Let me know. You know, don't be like, you're a dumbass, you know, you got such and such, you didn't even say anything. Let me know. Let me know it's a good card. Right, so let's get into these. Again, you know, I would like to be able to open them without damaging the pack, but it's not always possible. And these are, from my experience last time, they were packed pretty tight. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it out without... Oh, man, that's tight. Very tight. But I did it, not too bad anyway. So that was the one I damaged last time, so I've got that. I do want to keep one of each pretty good, because they're quite... the artwork on them are really good. The artwork's really nice. Right, anyway. Demir Cluestone, so that's me got about 3 of these now. Demir Cluestone, Boris Mastiff, Uncovered Clues, Rubble Belt Maca. It's a 4-drop, 3/3 Blood Rush. Discard Rubble Belt Maca, target attacking creature gets 3/3/3 until end of turn. Viashino First Blade. It's a 3-drop and it's a 2/2. Haste. When Viashino First Blade enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Wake the Reflections. It's a 1-drop sorcery card with Populate. Put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of a creature token you control. Windrake. It's a 3-drop and it's a 2/2 with Flying. Clear a Path. It's a 1-drop sorcery card. Destroy target creature with Defender. Fatal Fumes. It's a 4-drop. It's an instant card. Target creature gets -4/-2 until end of turn. Weapon Surge, 1-drop instant. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains First Strike until end of turn. And Overload, which is a 2-drop to play. You may cast this spell for its overload cost. If you do, change its text by replacing all instances of target with each. So each creature you control gets +1/+0. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so then we have these cards. This card. Alive and Well. To play Alive, it's a 3-drop. Put a 3/3 green Senator creature token out in the battlefield. And for Well, it's a 1-drop. You gain 2 life for each creature you control. To fuse, you may cast one or both halves of this card from your hand. So that would be, what, a 5-drop to play all together. And, let me see, yeah. And Yellen Sphinx. Or Yellen Sphinx, maybe. It's a 5-drop, it's a 1/5 creature card, Flying and Vigilance. Whenever Yellen Sphinx attacks, other attacking creatures get +1/+1 until end of turn. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh cool, I get 2 of these. Down and Dirty, 4 to play down. Target player discards 2 cards. 3 to play dirty. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Cool. And the rare, Beck and Call. It's a 2-drop to play Beck. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield this turn, you may draw a card. And it's a 6-drop to play Call. Put 4/1/1 white bird creature tokens with Flying onto the battlefield. And another Orzhov Guildgate. That's me got about 6 of those. So that is a sweet card. And a soldier creature token. That's cool. That's a cool card to have. Okay. Yeah, they're mostly commons. So 1, 2, 3 uncommons and then the rare. And I believe that's the case for all packs in Dragon's Maze, that you get 3 uncommons and a rare. Oh, that's burst. Oh well. Busted. Right, I'm going in the bin. Right, Armoured Wolf Rider. It's a 5-drop. It's an elf knight with 4/6. Azorius Cluestone. Hidden Strings, a 2-drop sorcery card. You may tap or untap target permanent, then you may tap or untap another target permanent. Ubel or Ubel Sar Gatekeepers. It's a 4-drop. It's a creature zombie soldier. And it's a 2/4. When Ubel Sar Gatekeepers enters the battlefield, if you control 2 or more gates, target creature an opponent controls get -2/-2 until end of turn. I'm sure I had that in the last one that I did. Nivix Cyclops. It's a 3-drop with 1/4. It has a defender. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Nivix Cyclops gets +3/+0 until end of turn and can attack this turn as though it didn't have defender. Well, that's pretty cool. Selesna's Cluestone, Opal Lake Gatekeepers. I believe I had this in the last one as well. It's a 4-drop. It's a 2/4. When Opal Lake Gatekeepers enters the battlefield, if you control 2 or more gates, you may draw a card. I apologise, guys, for the light. I know that it shines down really hard onto this table. There's not really anything I can do about that. Hold on, actually, I'll turn the light off and see if that helps. I thought that I might need it just so that you could see all together, but maybe it would actually work better if I turn it off. Let me see. Yeah, actually, maybe it's a bit better. Okay. Layev Decree. It's a 2-drop sorcery card. Detain up to 2 target creatures your opponents control until your next turn. Those creatures can't attack or block, and their activated abilities can't be activated. Pilfered Plans. It's a 3-drop sorcery card. Target player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard and draw 2 cards. Sinister Possession. I quite like this card. It's a 1-drop. It's an enchantment card. Enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature attacks or blocks, its controller loses 2 life. So that's a pretty sweet card. Restore the Peace. It's a 3-drop, an instant. Return each creature that dealt damage this turn to its owner's hand. Right, so that must be my first uncommon. Second, Dread for the Hunt. It's a 3-drop. It's enchantment. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. Okay, Turn and Burn. It's a 3 to play turn. Target creature loses all abilities and becomes a 0/1 red weird until end of turn. And Burn is a 2-drop. Burn deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Okay. Oh, and a mythic. Cool. Master of Cruelties, and it's a 5-drop. Has First Strike and Death Touch. Master of Cruelties can only attack alone. Whenever Master of Cruelties attacks a player and isn't blocked, that player's life total becomes 1. Master of Cruelties assigns no combat damage this combat. That's a really good card. That's a really, really good card. I'm going to set that one aside. Okay, Dimir Guildgate. It's a land, obviously. So, yeah, that's a pretty good one as well. But I've got a lot of land cards that allow me to tap for blue or black, so I don't really need it particularly. Oh, it's a Planeswalker points card. I do actually play the online game of Magic the Gathering, and I did beat Nicole Bolas the other day. I think it was just maybe yesterday or the day before. And I did get an offer to go to the pre-release event for the 2014 gathering that they're having. I can't remember what it's called. I wish I could remember what it was called, but yeah, you basically go and you get, I think you get 2 booster boxes, and I think you also get to choose what guild you want to be part of, and you get the pre-release box for, deck box for that guild as well. Right, so I've got that one open without any issues. It's a nice picture. Okay, so I've got Vashino First Blade again, 3-drop. Already read that. Mind Static, 4-drop instant. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 6. Mutant's Prey. It's a 1-drop, an instant. Target creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it fights target creature an opponent controls. Each deals damage equal to its power to the other. Sunspire Gatekeepers, 4-drop with 2/4. When Sunspire Gatekeepers enters the battlefield, if you control 2 or more gates, put a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance onto the battlefield. Golgari Cluestone. It's an artifact it's a 3-drop. It's to add to your mana pool or to draw a sacrifice to draw a card. Beetleform Mage. It's a 3-drop. It's a 2/2. It's a human insect wizard, which is pretty cool. Beetle form mate, its ability, you need to pay 2 mana. Beetle form mage gets +2/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. Activate this ability only once each turn. It's another Opalite Gatekeepers, Lie of Decree, Pilfer Plans, Sinister Possession, Alive and Well again, Yelling Sphinx again, or Gelling Sphinx, however you say it. Down and Dirty. I think this is the first time I've had a Down and Dirty. If I'm right, I could be wrong about that actually. Okay, so it's a 4-drop to play down. Target player discards 2 cards, and it's a 3-drop to play dirty. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Beck and Call. It's a 2-drop to play Beck. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield this turn, you may draw a card, and Call is a 6-drop, put 4 1/1 white bird creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. And another Ozor Guildgate, and another one of these wee cards. Okay. I have to say, it can get quite addictive opening these wee packs up. It's quite good fun trying to find out, you know, what cards you get, finding out what cards you've got, and trying to sort of think how they could benefit your, or this one doesn't really matter if I've lost it, I've already got that one. Benefit your deck basically. Right, so Simic Cluestone, it's a 3-drop to play it. Well, it's a 3-drop to put it onto the battlefield. Runner's Bane, it's a 2-drop, it's an enchantment card. Enchant creature with power 3 or less. When Runner's Bane enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Beetleform Mage, not one of them again. Maze Rush, it's a 6-drop, it's a 6/3, my god. I mean, it is pretty expensive, but I mean, that's pretty sweet. Haste, multicoloured creatures you control have haste also, so that's a pretty sweet card. Bane Alley Blackguard's a 2-drop, it's a 1/3. Thrashing Moss Dog, it's a 4-drop, and a 3/3, has reach. And Scavenge. 6 to play Scavenge. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a number of 1/1 counters equal to this card's power on target creature. Scavenge only as a sorcery. It's pretty cool. It's expensive though. It's an expensive ability to play, but yeah, it's still pretty cool. Right, Fatal Fumes, it's a 4-drop instant. Target creature gets -4/-2 until end of turn. That's pretty cool as well. Murmuring Phantasm, it's a 2-drop. It's a 0/5. It's a defender, so most defenders do have 0/4, so that's a wee bit better. Gruul Cluestone, it's a 3-drop. It's an artifact. It's to add to your mana or to draw a card. Sin Collector. This is a good card. I believe I think I had 2 or 3 of these in my Orzhov deck. And it's a 3-drop to play. When Sin Collector enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose an instant or sorcery card from it and exile that card. And it's a 2/1. So, Profit and Loss. Profit is a 2-drop to play. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Loss is a 3-drop. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 until end of turn. Bread for the Hunt. It's a 3-drop enchantment card. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. Skylasher. It's a 2-drop with flash. Skylasher can't be countered. Has reach and protection from blue. Another Orzhov Cluestone, that's a foil. It's a foil, this one. Don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it's a foil. And another Dimir Guildgate. And a Night Token with Vigilance. It's a 2/2. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Put these up. Pile over here so I can lay these out. Sort of want to keep them separate just now so that I can sort through them later. And any that I know that probably will most definitely play, I'll keep separate. I'll put them on top of these lands actually, because I want to read that book to you guys before the end of the video. That didn't work very well. Okay, Boris Mastiff again. Vital Burst. It's a 2-drop sorcery card. Target creature gets +5/+5 until end of turn. That's a really cheap card, and that's a really sweet amount to be adding on to your creature. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Smelt Ward Gatekeepers. It's a 4-drop. It's a 2/4. When Smelt Ward Gatekeepers enters the battlefield, if you control 2 or more gates, gain control of target creature an opponent controls until end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste until end of turn. Arnold Wolfrider. It's a 5-drop. It's a 4/6. Wow, it's a 4/6. That's a pretty sweet card. But I never play green. I probably will never use that card. I might at some point, you know, just for the sake of having a green deck. I'll probably just make just a solo green deck or something. But even then, I wouldn't be using this because it's a green white. I don't know. I might at some point create a green white deck. Okay, is it Cluestone? It's a free to play. Pilfered Plan, Sinister Possession. Okay guys, I believe I'm running out of power, so I'll try and get through this as quick as possible because my camera just cut itself off. Right, so Restore the Peace, 3-drop instant. Return each creature that dealt damage this turn to its owner's hand. Far and Away, 2-drop for far. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Away, 3-drop. Target player sacrifices a creature. Blast of Genius. It's a 6-drop, sorcery. Choose target creature or player. Draw 3 cards, then discard a card. Blast of Genius deals damage equal to the discarded card's converted mana cost to that creature or player. Catch and Release. Catch is a 3-drop. Gain control of target permanent until end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until end of turn. Release is a 6-drop. Each player sacrifices an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, a land, and a planeswalker. That's pretty sweet. And another Orzhov Guildgate in one of these wee cards. Okay. So let's try and get through this. I don't know if it's that my battery's running low or if it was just that after a certain length of time my camera cuts itself off. I don't know. I actually was able to open that one okay, but I've already got a copy of that one. Rubble Belt Maca, 4-drop, Blood Rush, and you pay 1 to use its ability. Discard Rubble Belt Maca. Target attacking creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn, and it's a 3/3. Hired Torturer, it's a 3-drop, it's a 2/3 with Defender, and you pay 4 mana to tap and use its ability. Target opponent loses 2 life, then reveals a card at random from his or her hand. Drown in Filth, it's a 2-drop, sorcery card. Choose target creature, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then that creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn for each land card in your graveyard. Mending Touch. It's a 1-drop, an instant. Regenerate target creature. Sunspire Gatekeepers. I think I've read that one. Summit Cluestone, Lie of Decree. Maze Abomination, Maze Glider. Ceruli Gatekeepers. It's a 4-drop, a 2/4. When Ceruli Gatekeepers enters the battlefield, if you control 2 or more gates, you gain 7 life. That's pretty cool. And another Gelling Sphinx or Yelling Sphinx, whatever. Restore the Peace. Bread for the Hunt. Legion's Initiative, and it's a mythic. It's a 2-drop. Red creatures you control get +1/+0. White creatures you control get +0/+1. And it's another 2-drop to play. Exile Legion's Initiative, which is exile all creatures you control. At the beginning of the next combat, return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control, and those creatures gain haste until end of turn. That's pretty cool. I'm going to stick that one to the side as well. And a Boris Guildgate. I don't think I have a Boris Guild Gate actually, so I might use that. I'll stick that one aside as well. Yeah, this was it actually. The Ignite Your Spark. I know this is talking about the the PlayStation Network and iPad version and all that, but there's a gathering that they're having, and basically for beating Nicole Bolas, I was invited to it. I do have to sort of register and all that to go to it though. Okay, has the Snare Squad, Armoured Wolf Rider, Azori's Cluestone, Hidden Strings, Ubulsar Gatekeepers, Nivik Cyclops, another one of them, Selesnya Cluestone, Opal Lake Gatekeepers, Lie of Decree, Pilfered Plans, Bronzebeak Moa. I believe I already have one of these as well. It's a 4-drop, 2/2. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Bronzebeak Moa gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Ascend Law Mage. That's a 4-drop. Has 3/2. Flying and hexproof, so that's pretty cool. Goblin Test Pilot, it's a 3-drop, it's a Goblin Wizard with 0/2 and flying. Tap it to play Goblin Test Pilot, deals 2 damage to target creature or player chosen at random. Dragon Shift, it's a 3-drop and that's my rare, it's an instant. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a 4/4 blue and red dragon, loses all abilities and gains flying. Overload, you pay 7. You may cast this spell for its overload cost. If you do, change its text by replacing all instances of target with each. Selesnya Guildgate. And a Senator creature token with 3/3. Okay, last one. Okay, Azori's Cluestone, Hidden Strings, Ubulsar Gatekeepers, Nivik Cyclops, Izzet Cluestone, Mutant's Prey. It's a 1-drop, it's an instant. Target creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it fights target creature an opponent controls. Each deals damage equal to its power to the other. Sinister Possession, Maze Glider, Selesnya Cluestone, Clear a Path. It's a 1-drop sorcery card. Destroy target creature with Defender. Trostani's Summoner. It's a 7-drop, has 1/1. When Trostani's Summoner enters the battlefield, put a 2/2 White Knight creature token with Vigilance, a 3/3 green Senator creature token, and a 4/4 green Rhino creature token with Trample onto the battlefield. Oh, that'll be why. So that's so expensive. But yeah, it's not bad actually. Very dear though, but Alive and Well again. Down and Dirty again. Sire of Insanity. It's a 6-drop. Has 6/4. At the beginning of each end step, each player discards his or her hand. And another Golgari Guildgate. And a creature bird token with flying. It's a 1/1. Yeah, so that was my fat pack. So I'll go through this and I'll read this quickly. The Race for the Maze. An ancient power is hidden amongst the streets of Ravnica, but in order to wield its power, the guilds must solve a twisting route through landmarks and guild gates across Ravnica. The Implicit Maze. Niv Mizzet, the brilliant dragon who leads the Izzet League, has set his mages to the task of discerning the proper route, and they are close to solving the implicit maze. But Niv Mizzet's mysterious project has provoked such suspicion and anger that the other guilds have armed for a major conflict. Meanwhile, the rumour-mongering of Lazav, the secret Dimir guildmaster, has only served to fan the flames. As tensions rise, Niv Mizzet sees that the only way to prevent a destructive guild war is to invite the other guilds to run the maze as well. The race is on. The maze will only be completed when a single person runs the correct route through the maze, so each guild readies its champion. The 10 maze runners race through the streets of Ravnica, employing their guild's characteristic strategy. The Selesnya use powerful nature elements and other minions to stampede through the city and to defend their own guild gate. The Orzhov bribe their way through checkpoints while draining their enemies of resources. The Gruul rely on instinct and brute force, the Dimir on secrecy and deception, and the Azorius on the imposition of law magic on their competitors. With no guild pact to restrain the guilds, all spells and tactics are fair game. Few know the origins of the implicit maze, or fully understand the prize that lies at its end, but Niv Mizzet and the planeswalker Jace Beleren have begun to unravel its history. The maze was devised thousands of years ago by Azor, the original founder of the Azorius Guild, and may have been intended as a test of the guild's ability to put aside their differences and cooperate. The maze traces through territory held by all 10 guilds, implying that the guilds would have to collaborate to solve it, but instead each guild strived to outrace the others and crown its own champion, the victor. The test of unity has become a race for supremacy. Which guild will prevail? That's pretty cool. Excuse me. The maze runners. Each of the 10 guilds wants to be the first to solve the implicit maze, and each has sent its own champion to compete and brave the maze's dangers. These 10 characters are Ravnica's legendary maze runners. Lavinia of the 10th, one of the most accomplished arresters in the 10th district. Lavinia was chosen to represent Azorius for her single-minded tenacity. She is relentless in her pursuit of her quarry and will overcome any obstacle to uphold the law. Tessa, Envoy of Ghosts. Tessa Karlov speaks for the Obsidat, the council of corrupt spirits who rule the Orzhov Syndicate. She doesn't officially rule the guild, but she wields much of its power as she shapes the Orzhov agenda to her will. Mirko Vosk, Mind Drinker. The Dimir vampire Mirko Kos, I can't even say it. Mirko Vosk, Mind Drinker. The Dimir vampire Mirko Vosk feeds not only on blood but on secrets. He's supernaturally strong and swift, and specialises in leeching information from the minds of his maze runner rivals. My goodness, they do put tongue twisters on these things. Melek Izzet Paragon. Izzet Mages created the maze runner Melek to be the perfect competitor. He is a fusion of two contradictory elements, and embodies Izzet ingenuity. His only obstacle might be the ambitious planeswalker Ral Zarek. Ixava, Rakdos Blood Witch. The demon Rakdos chosen his favourite Blood Witch, the sadistic and manipulative Ixava, to bring their brand of fun to the maze. Ixava commands an insane horde of spike-armoured warriors and wields an arsenal of agonising spells. Varol's the Scar Striped. When the Golgari need unstoppable offensive power, they call on Varol's, a battle-scarred troll who embodies strength and survival. The more injuries he sustains, the stronger this regenerating brute becomes. Ruik Thar, the Unbowed. Ruik and Thar consider themselves to be two distinct Gruul warriors who happen to share the same body. The two-headed ogre remains the only warrior so ferocious, so unstoppable, that he was able, or they were able, to challenge, I don't know how to pronounce that, Borborygmos, and live. Tajik, Blade of the Legion. Tajik proves his talents as a guild mage, while also earning respect as a zealous soldier on the battlefield. Tajik was Aurelia's choice as the perfect legionnaire. He treats the maze as yet another battle to win. Imara Tandris. Imara was trained as a healer, but she has been selected by Trostani to lead and protect an ever-growing collective of Selesnya. Her self-effacing nature makes her the perfect representative of the conclave. Varel of the Hull-Clad, or the Hull-Clade maybe. Varel once led a small Gruul clan, but his mind for strategy never fit their brutish style. He joined the Simic admiring their passion for improving living beings, and he has evolved himself to master the challenges of the maze. Planeswalker profile: Ral Zarek. Brilliant, unpredictable and daring, Ral Zarek was always testing boundaries and testing nerves as a young mage of Ravnica. He was drawn to the ingenious madness of the Izzet Guild and became obsessed with spells that allowed him to gather and control lightning storms. Ral rose through the ranks of the Izzet thanks to his talent for storm magic and his defiance in the face of danger. When Ral's Planeswalker spark ignited, he was no longer bound to Ravnica, but he continues to feel a loyalty to the plane and the Izzet Guild, so that so shaped his upbringing. So, as the guilds have returned to prominence, Ral has returned to his home. Seeing his promise and dedication to the guild, the Izzet Guild Master, Niv Mizzet, put Ral in charge of researching the mystery of the implicit maze. Ral and his team of mages diligently tracked down every clue they could discover, giving the Izzet a major advantage over the other guilds. But as the time has come to actually solve the maze, Niv Mizzet has selected Malek, a newly created Izzet mage engineered from elemental energies, as the official Izzet maze runner, passing over Ral in the process. Ral believes he was the more deserving choice, and his resentment runs deep. As the race begins, Ral will prove his worth in his defiance of his own guildmaster. He'll show everyone what a brilliant storm-wielding planeswalker can do by taking Malek's place as the Izzet maze runner. So there you go. I'm not going to read the rest. I just wanted to read all that sort of extra information stuff for you guys that maybe don't have this. But yeah, that was pretty sweet. It's pretty cool. I will look through these cards and decide what I'm going to do. I'm probably definitely going to use this stuff. These cards here. I'm definitely going to use Master of Cruelties, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to change around some things to put these cards in. I don't know. I had to do that last time, so I'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, I'll definitely build another deck though with these cards. So yeah, I'll do that, and I'll probably show you guys what the deck is once I've finished. I might even show you my other decks in another video. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know anything you want to see with regards to Magic the Gathering. As I say, I will eventually get some sort of battles organised so that you guys can see that. But as for now, this is really all I can do. But thanks again guys for watching. I'll speak to you later on. Take care.